Oh man, so I work directly with students. So I can tell you for a direct experience, I know that a lot of people do think that manufacturing is very much kind of a dirty, kind of busted knuckle type of job. And that's just not necessarily accurate. And there are, I mean, there's always, sometimes when you might get a little greasy or you might touch yourself, but it's so computerized, it's so technology based. I think another misconception is, again, they don't necessarily know all of the pathways and just how much every so many different components of our daily lives really rely on manufacturing. And therefore, there's just so many job opportunities and pathways from every position. So they don't necessarily see that once you get into manufacturing, not only is it very scientific, very technology based, but then it also does have many different kind of stepping stones for growth in the future.
Well, I think some of the misconceptions are too that it's a primarily male dominated profession, and that's definitely not true. We have a broad, a very broad and balanced mix of male and female out there, and it depends on, experience and skills, but I think that's something people don't realize. And then I also think it's a pay. People don't see it as a well benefited or paid positions, and they really are. So there's good opportunity. And then with most companies today, the kind of benefits you might be able to find are education benefits for further education, besides the usual, healthcare and 401k type things people think about. There's a lot of really good benefits out there too in manufacturing.
Yeah, I have a follow-up question for you on that. What do you think are some of the best things you've found from a career in manufacturing?
Oh, well, probably for me, it's what drives me, but I really enjoy challenges and problem solving. So I always have opportunities for problem solving. I think some people think manufacturing is routine, and it's, even though if some of the planned tasks are routine, there are always new challenges we face. The other thing that we have a strong focus on is continual improvement, and we tap everyone in the organization to bring forward ideas. So it's creativity as well, to think about how we can solve problems together and create better solutions for our future. So, it's, I think people think of the old days, the full Ford factory where it's the assembly line where you're just one, and that's not the world out there. I think almost every business looks to their employees for creativity to solve solutions and improve productivity. So you have an opportunity to make the business better too.
I would actually just echo exactly what both Maya and Danette said. On, first of all, the technology side, Danette just said it perfectly. It's not a widget, pick up the widget, put down the widget, pick up the widget, put down the widget. It's not that at all. It's extremely high tech. And then the other side of that too is talking about the pay. I mean, Claire, you had up, the average pay in Arizona in manufacturing $76,000. Let's put that into perspective. I work mostly with folks that have at least a master's degree. Some have PhDs. Most of the folks that have master's degrees that I work with are making around $60,000, $65,000 a year. Not saying that that's everyone with a master's, but the majority, at least in our world, to think that you could have somebody with a high school diploma making more money than somebody that's got a master's degree, or two. A lot of people have more than one, right, is extremely exciting. I think it's just that world, and then look at it too in terms, bring up Boeing once again. Where can you find a place where you can get in with an organization that has been there forever and will be there forever, right? If that's the type of career that is so hard to launch into. My grandfather was a senior VP for Raytheon, and to get into that aerospace industry is not easy typically at all. that's where everybody wants to go, because you can get in there and you can have an unbelievable career path. Just because you start in manufacturing, right, doesn't say necessarily you stay in manufacturing. You can branch off into all of these different areas. It's really more about the company that you're with and those vertical opportunities in the future. And that's what excites me, and I think should excite anybody that's out there that's either young or someone who's considering a change of careers.